Hi everybody, hope you're well. This video is requested by Daisy Graham, and in this video I'm going to talk about possible uses for unicorn fails. So I foaled 4 unicorn mares earlier and I got 4 foals out of those, and all were unicorn fails. None of them were unicorns. So I've got one up for sale here. One of them I put up for sale earlier and it sold, so we've got 2 left, so I'm going to talk about possible uses for them. So one of the first things, obviously, you can sell them, and whenever you go to sell them, a lot of people go, oh, it's a unicorn fail, it's not worth anything, and then they just chuck it in the direct sales at nothing. But if you think about it, really, they're actually sort of very much like, they might not be a unicorn, okay, so they might lose some worth in that, but they're a regular horse or pony. So you want to think about that and possibly have a look at the breed. So when you click on there, it'll open the statistics. So on this particular occasion, we've got a Cherry Bay, so let's have a look. So a Cherry Bay is at 9% coat in this particular foal. So what we might decide to do is we might say, right, okay, well there's loads of people out there who need trophy coats, or maybe you're trying to collect your own. If you're just trying to collect your own, it's a good way you can keep it and use that for the achievements and the trophies, because all the trophies here, all of these require breed coats, okay? So if you haven't completed those, you might want to do that, or if you have completed them and you want to sell, or maybe you just want to sell it in general. So you put it up for sale and click sell, and if we go into sales, what we can quickly do is put up, so we'll look for a Welsh, we'll look for Cherry Bay, we'll click search. And you can see right now that there's no Cherry Bay Welsh in directs, but there's one in auctions. So what you could say from that is, oh wait a minute, there it is. There is, sorry, I don't know why that didn't show up for a second. So you could then sort it by price. And we can see that the cheapest one in Equus right now is about 18,800. So let's put this one up for 18,800. Now you don't have to sell it, for the lowest. You could sell it for a little bit more if you want. You can see that there's a range of horses in that price range. It just depends. So that's a potential use of it. You could sell it as a coat for trophies, and other players might use that. The other thing you could do is you could keep it and use it as a filler. So you might want to age it up every day and get it older to the point where it can enter competitions. So from 3 years onwards, you might train it up a little bit. You might use it to age in point hunt. So you might breed, a few and keep them for that purposes. You might get them all to 2 years and 6 months and then cover them and breed more fillers and epi hunters and potential coat ones as well. The other thing you can do is, if you don't want to do any of that, and you decide, well, you don't want to sell it, you could safe haven it. So in the safe haven, unicorn fails, so foals that come from unicorns that aren't unicorns, you can win 2,000 Equus by putting them into the safe haven automatically, so you'll automatically get that. The other thing you could do if you wanted, you could train them up a little bit for ranking. So there are a lot of possibilities for them. If you have any other suggestions, feel free to share. But there's lots of things that you can use them for. I mean, me personally, I keep them, and that has allowed me to get 1,000 aging point hunters and a huge amount of fillers, and I progressively train them up a little bit. Some of them I just hunt with, and eventually some of them have gotten close to pass horse age as well. So that's another potential. Yes, it'll take time, it'll take a couple of months, but it might be worth it in the end, that you get a good use out of them. Have them multi-purpose, use them for filling, use them as AP hunters, train them up a little bit, and then eventually whenever they've come to the end of their use for you, send them to heaven and get a pass. So there is a few things there you could do. It does take a little bit of time and so forth, but they're not completely useless. A lot of people, I think, worry that they're not worth anything and not useful at all, but there are a lot of potential uses for unicorn fails. Anyway guys, hope you had a lovely day, and thank you to Daisy Graham for requesting the video. Bye guys!